Hola. From the West Side. It's me, DC the Purple Diva, and welcome to another Not So Random Chat. Happy Wednesday night. Y'all beat me to the punch, I see. How you doing, DLD? How you doing, Matt? Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I was cooking some food. But I am here now. I's here now. So, I didn't really watch the impeachment today, obviously. It was only in the background when I did my little pop-up with you guys. I'm here. Hey, 1SP. But I did do some more reading on A Song for You by Robin Crawford. So I'm up to chapter 11 now, guys. So I figured I'd give you guys some more insight on what I'm seeing. The first thing I'm going to tell y'all is that this book is definitely for money. Definitely a money grab. Definitely a money grab. And Robin is telling all the family's business in this book. She really, really is. At the point that I'm in the book, this is after Whitney's second album came out. And she has already moved to the property that she had in New Jersey. You know, that really nice house. She's already moved into that. So that's where I am in the book. But it's very, very clear that the intimate relationship with Whitney was only a very short-lived one. And based on things that Whitney herself said, she felt that they would both go to hell if they kept up with that particular part of their relationship. But the other thing that it's also showing is that Whitney was out of control as far as her drug use and the cocaine way before Bobby ever came into her life, and that it was her and her brothers. All of them had a problem. And Sissy knew about it, but didn't seem to care. She was more worried about how they looked to other people. That's crazy, though. That is so crazy. I turned down the let me see if we turn it down. Okay, it's down again. Yeah, and the thing is that even though some people are talking about how classy Robin is, it's not classy to talk under someone else's clothes. It's not classy. It's not classy to not allow Whitney to rest in peace. Okay? We all know that Whitney did drugs. We all know it. We don't need you to give us the intimate details of that, or basically, tear down a lot of stuff in regards to it. Because one of the other things that she makes really, really clear in the book is that Whitney and her brothers were not close to Sissy at all. At all. And for Sissy would come over to the house. She would knock on Whitney's door. Whitney wouldn't answer the door. She would drive up into the driveway. They would see her in the camera and not open the gate and let her in. That seriously not close. Yeah, I agree. You do have to watch who you lay with. And clearly, Whitney really trusted Robin. Clearly she did. You know, but again, to me, the whole situation between them was a teenage crush. That's it. Whitney was a kid, and she recognized that, at least for her, and that was not something she wanted to continue in her life. You know. But she did dispel like the rumors, I guess, in regards to Whitney's aunt, Dee Dee. You know, she said that they had a very close relationship. But it seems to me that the only relevance that Robin had and ever will have is through Whitney. And she just waited until after everybody else told their story. Now she's telling her story. But she does not paint Whitney's family in a very favorable light at all. Well, a lot of people did know about her. I mean, basically, she was Whitney's assistant. You know, she was like her right hand. But I do think that she downplays Bobby's role in her getting out of Whitney's life. I do believe that, you know, Bobby knew about their past relationship, and he didn't like it, and he didn't want her around. Which is, I guess, understandable. What husband would want their wife's ex-lover to be around? You know, when you see the pictures of Robin when she was younger, she was really, really pretty. You know, she wore her hair longer, and she talks about Whitney was always insecure about her hair because her hair was short, and that Sissy was always hard on Whitney and always told her she looked like a boy when she would wear her natural hair. And that's one of the reasons why we would always see Whitney, you know, pretty much for most of her career, she would always have on wigs and stuff. And it's because of her mother, you know, making her think that her own hair, natural hair, was ugly. Well, I know one of my friends told me she might stay up in the clouds tonight. But that's only one person. I know. It was a whole lot of people in the pop-up chat today. I'm gonna have to start doing those more. Because when I went back and I figured out how to stop the live, I had to come out of the Streamlab and go back into it and go back into that live, and I was able to stop it. No, you know, but in Robin's interviews and everything, she pretty much downplayed his role in the whole situation as far as, you know, her no longer being around. So that's her take. But she also does clear up about Whitney not winning Best New Artist when Lisa Fisher got Best New Artist. Apparently Whitney was not eligible for Best New Artist because she had sang that previous song with Jermaine. So they disqualified her from being Best New Artist. And that's the reason why Lisa Fisher got it. But Lisa Fisher can sing. You know, but it was politics. They wouldn't even allow her to be considered as a new artist. That's kind of crazy, though. But, 1 second, guys. My son's French fries. I gotta check to see. Oh, you added some more into here? You know, this is gonna take longer to cook, David. He added some more potatoes in there, so now it's gonna take longer for them to cook. Because I was making some French fries. But yeah, Robin is just like, I mean, she talks about how she did try to talk to Whitney about the cocaine back then, and this is back in the 80s. So this is clearly before Bobby was in the picture. I mean, we're talking about album number 1, album number 2. And that Whitney got to a point where she wanted the cocaine more than being right. And I mean, she was doing it with her siblings. They were all messed up, strung out. Nope, I didn't say she could sing better than Whitney, but I did say she could sing. But the reason she got that Best New Artist was because Whitney was not even considered for Best New Artist ever. She never was even eligible for it. You know, but she does talk about about how Whitney got, you know, the nickname of being a one take, because she could go into the studio and literally do her part or whatever she needed to do on the song in one take. And that was like from the very beginning. She was really, really blessed with a beautiful, beautiful voice. Yeah. But I mean, the sad thing is that, see, we're thinking, I mean, a lot of people, I'm not going to say we, but a lot of people thought that she started getting messed up after she got married, but nope, it was all along. And that's probably why, you know, it took her a while to have a baby and you know, be able to carry it, because she miscarried a child before Bobby Christina. And it was probably because of the drug use. You know? I mean, I loved Whitney. You know, I just think it was just, you know, she just got caught up in those drugs, you know. But she was always a smoker, and she was always getting high. I mean, she was already doing marijuana. I mean, she was already, you know, smoking cigarettes. And she was already doing the cocaine before she got into the entertainment business. Yeah, some people say that kind of crazy stuff. She started the coke when she was a teenager, Ledford. When she met Robin, she was 17. She was already doing coke when she met Robin. Okay? That part. You know, and I guess that kind of destroys like a lot of people's image because, you know, you would think because she grew up in the church and everything. But I'm here to tell you, there's a whole lot of people that grew up in the church that were getting high, you know, and weren't free of drugs. Hey, Kicking It with Ben, how are you? Thank you for coming. We're talking about the Whitney Houston book by Robin Crawford. You know, so I mean, I knew that Whitney had been doing the coke for a long time because I mean, I think I told you guys in one of my other live streams that my cousin used to hang out with Whitney, and they did coke together. So, you know, it was her thing. And her brothers introduced her to it as a teenager. I mean, because at one point in the book, Robin is talking about her and Whitney at her brother Michael's house with Michael's wife Donna, and all four of them sitting there doing coke. Yeah. But you know, she also talks about the backlash that Whitney got when she came out with her second album, the one that had I Want to Dance with Somebody on it. And that, you know, people could see that her career was being kind of controlled, you know, and getting the and getting to the black community because she was crossing over. But well, I don't think Whitney was a pedophile. Although technically, when she got involved with Robin, she wasn't even an adult. She was only 17. And Robin was over 18. If you want to think about it from that perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, because the stuff that they were doing was much more potent, I think.
Okay.
As far as that was concerned, because it was more pure.
Okay. Okay.
That's true. That's true, Ben. That is very, very true.
Okay.
There's a lot of that in there, you know. And then, you know, you hear all the stories about stuff that's done behind the scenes.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Sheba and monkey paws.
Okay.
What does that mean? What does that mean, Matt?
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh, you're talking about the That's very true. That's very true, Ben.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
Hey, Rusty.
Okay.
How are you?
Okay.
How are you guys? Sorry, I had to lower my voice because my son was on the phone in the background. But no, the sex trafficking is I mean, it's prevalent all over this country. That's why you have so many kids that come up missing. You know. Well, I don't know if it's a Democratic downfall in regards to the sex trafficking, kicking it with Ben. You know, I think the sex trafficking is something that we all need to deal with. It's been going on for a very, very long time. And a lot of kids have been caught up in it. I have a friend personally that was sex trafficked as a child. And now she is a strong advocate for human trafficking. But it's deeper than just the music industry and Hollywood. It's all over. It really, really is. It's a global issue, I think, especially of children. And young girls. Yeah, I mean, because like my friend, you know, I mean, when she was trafficked, it was back in the 90s, I guess, you know, and she was a runaway. And they get a lot of runaways in Georgia. Yeah, but isn't that Epstein guy that killed himself, supposedly? Isn't he a Republican? And he was doing a lot of stuff. And people were just letting it go. That's what I was talking about. Epstein. Wasn't he friends with a lot of Republicans? So that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even draw any party lines in regards to the sex trafficking. I think it's an issue regardless. And that there were people on both sides, in both parties, you know, that also it's a cover-up, kicking it with Ben. So it's a cover-up about Epstein. Is it a cover-up, Ben? I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. I know, Matt. I know. And I've noticed that there's been quite a few YouTubers that have been talking about sex trafficking, because, you know, there's been some of that going on with women getting kidnapped when they get into a Lyft or Uber, apparently. Hey, Go Donnie, how are you? Andy and Lisa, how are you guys? Thank you for coming. I'm good. I'm good. There was a white van at the jail. I wouldn't doubt anything, to be honest with you, Ben. I wouldn't doubt it, you know, because they haven't shown no body. They took the autopsy said. You know how I do. It always ends up getting deep. That's why it's not so random chat. You know, it's like that, Donnie. I know, Ben. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of unanswered questions in regards to Jeffrey Epstein. And, you know, now they're trying to make those two guards the scapegoats because, I don't know, they were on the internet shopping, doing all kinds of stuff, apparently, doing the hours. But, you know, there's a lot of conspiracies going around in regards to that. Whatever the case may be, in regards to Mr. Epstein, whether he's dead or in hiding, he's conveniently not available to go to jail. They were talking about that today too. It's interesting that they have suddenly while we're dealing with the impeachment, they've had stuff floating around about those guards at the jail. To me, it feels like it's a distractor. I don't know, Lo Donnie. You talking about El Chapo? Yeah, well, you know, they want him alive. A lot of people want him alive. Because he couldn't seem to keep his butt. I mean, they couldn't keep him. You know, all that stuff happened when he did that interview. I think, who was it with? Was it Sean Penn? Go and take those out of there. Get the thing and take the potatoes out. How come? Make sure you're not on top. Make sure you're not on top view. Top chat. If you're on top chat, you can't see everybody. Because I can see there's like 6 people here, including me. Because I'm in the chat too. Shell game, switching bait. I don't know. We'll never know. Yeah. Yeah, if you had it on top chat, you can't see everybody. So make sure you're on live chat, and then you can see everybody in the chat. Okay, Donnie. Thank you for coming. No, I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to do that. I want you to be safe. Yeah, but going back to the Robin and Whitney thing, Robin clearly has an agenda for all of this. Hey, Miss Mahogany. Are you? Yeah, we're kind of going back and forth between a couple of subjects. I'm finishing up talking about where I'm in the book, and then we're talking about sex trafficking too. But yeah, in the book, you know, even though the book is about supposedly, you know, she's really talking about the family, you know, her family, most of it. Yeah, she's talking about Whitney. And it's like she's spilling all of this stuff on someone who should be, you know, just laid to rest. We don't really need to know the dynamics of her and her mother's relationship. We didn't need to know all of that. You know what I'm saying? But she did say that Sissy never liked her. Sissy did not like the dynamics of their relationship at any point. And that at one point, Sissy went to the father and talked to him about it because the rumors were flying so much about Whitney being with Robin. And then he suggested that they both go out on a date with 2 gentlemen. Because, you know, that's the old school way of handling things. Wow. See? So, I mean, I'm actually making some progress in the book. I still have a few chapters to go, guys. I'm in chapter 11, and she still has not even gotten to the point of meeting Bobby Brown. So we haven't even gotten to that part of her life yet. And I don't know how much complexity Robin can add to that because, you know, she was only there for part of it. So we shall see. We shall see in regards to that. But yeah, the sex trafficking thing, that's, I don't even know if people really realize how bad that situation is because a lot of situations they have people who are reported missing or people who are considered to have run away from their life, and that's not what happened. They were pulled. Yeah, Robin definitely wants some attention though. And she obviously needs some money. She needs money to take care of them kids she got, them 2 kids. Okay, so you're gonna put it back in here, David. I'm coming back, guys, 1 second. You're gonna put it back in here. I'm gonna let it sit in there for a couple minutes. Okay. And then we're gonna come and get everything out in a couple minutes, okay? All right. So Robin definitely wants attention, but you know, she never talks about her kids that much. I have to say that. You know, and the kids are black. So I don't know if, you know, she used her eggs, they used somebody else's eggs. You know what I'm saying? And here's another interesting tidbit. The woman that Robin is married to also used to work for Whitney. That's how she met Robin. Let's let that marinate, y'all. Let that marinate. Her wife also worked for Whitney. So I'm going to assume, you know, that they got together, I guess, while they were both working for Whitney. You know, but Robin looks stressed. And if you guys look at the interviews and stuff, that's why I listened to the Audible book, because I want to hear the inflection of her voice while she's saying some of these things. And some of the stuff, when she says it, she just kind of is very nonchalant about it. But I think that in her interviews and all of that other stuff, she's playing up the lesbian or whatever you want to call it relationship she had with Whitney more than it actually was. It was a very short period in their relationship. And the way that Whitney ended it gives me the impression that when she ended it with Robin, it ended being in that type of relationship, period.
Yeah.
You know, but for whatever reason, Robin needs attention right now, and she gonna get her coin on this book, because people are going to buy it because they want to see what she has to say. But it's a slow read, y'all. It's a slow read. Yeah, I do. I believe that too. But one of the things that Robin mentions in the book, and I skipped ahead and saw this part, but I'm going to get to it eventually, is that it did bother a lot of people in Whitney's camp, and maybe it probably bothered Whitney too, that she was a much bigger star than Bobby. But once she got with Bobby, that's all anybody wanted to talk to her about was her husband. They didn't want to talk to her about her anymore. And I think that's part of what probably dimmed Whitney's light as a performer. You know what, Matt? No, why don't you talk about it? Because, you know, I mean, we hear about it. You know, I mean, we hear about, like, you know, like people like that chick Hazel going over to Dubai and to Saudi, and, you know, they go over there and, you know, get some change for doing something strange, you know, letting those men, you know, defile their bodies for money, you know. And then you have the ones who are forced into that lifestyle, and they're not getting paid for it, but somebody paid for them so that they could do that to them. So I definitely want you to say what you feel. You know? Yeah, they do. Well, you know, I mean, you got to think about this. Really, Egypt was black, and Egypt is not black now. And the people who inhabit that country, you know, basically pushed the black people that were in there out. And they try hard to push off the fact that that was originally a black African country. But the one thing they can't deny is the fact that all of the maths and sciences and everything that were there that they foolishly destroyed out of ignorance, just so we wouldn't know how great we are. And then they want our women to think that we're nothing but a body for pleasure. Anybody's pleasure, really. That's, you know, I mean, you got to think about it. That's one of the reasons why they intentionally or unintentionally sexualize our young ladies, our babies, at a much younger age. You have an 11 and 12-year-old black girl, and they will sexualize her, but they'll see a little girl of another ethnicity as a little girl, same age. A lot of those families sell that, and the thing is that a lot of those girls are sold off. They're sold off by their families. A lot of them are sold off by their families. They've had a few documentaries on some of that treatment, along with the barbaric practice of cutting and massacring a woman's clitoris. Hey, Anna. How are you? Yeah, we're talking about sex trafficking right now. And how that's like the wild thing is that they'll talk about it for a minute, and then you don't hear nothing about it for a long time. But now it's coming back up, and now it's becoming a hot topic again, even though the issue hasn't gone anywhere. If anything, it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse. And yeah, a lot of these women are sold off and taken over somewhere to the Middle East, and they're sex slaves. You know, a lot of them. There are a lot of black women and African black women, but in the sex trafficking, they want everything. You know, they're greedy for everything, and they mistreat all of the women. Wow. These brothers are a trip. That's so much self-hate. That's so much self-hate. I'm like, who are their mothers? Who are these guys' moms? Because that is so much self-hate. That's so much self-hate. Repeat the thing. I'm still talking, guys. That's so much self-hate. And I won't even listen to those guys, Mahogany. I can't. They just piss me off. Get out of the oven, son. They just piss me off, so I don't even listen to them. But one second, guys, I'm coming. I gotta get this from him. I'm coming. All right, you can take the rest of it. Okay. Go ahead, take the rest. All right, I'm back. Oh, give me that phone. I don't even understand. And they get all over YouTube and they sound so stupid. It's nothing but self-hate. Hey, Terry. Hey, Ben. You know, and the sad thing is that you don't see any other race, any other ethnicity. Let me correct myself. That's talking trash about the women of their ethnicity like this. Only these fools looking for attention on YouTube. They're looking for attention on YouTube. And they sound stupid. And then the ones who are doing, what cracks me up is the ones who are doing all the trash talking. They're not even the ones that anybody wants. Nobody wants you, man. Not the women of your own ethnicity or anybody else, because you yourself are trash. And it's horrible what they're doing to those young girls, scarring them up emotionally and physically. They're scarring them up emotionally and physically. But somebody's profiting off of it. And I think in some countries, and even in some states here in the United States, there are people that know exactly what's going on, that are in places of official places, and they're allowing the crap to happen. Because in this modern day, so many people should not be disappearing and winding up in the sex trade, sex trafficking. But it's still happening. It's still happening. They are punking black men. Get in the bag. It's stupid. It's stupid. That's definitely another level, Matt. And I mean, we know that the sex trafficking is very, very bad in the United States. I mean, you see it, especially, you know, in a lot of the southern states. Really, really bad. And I can just imagine what it's like in other countries. But they don't talk about it. It's like under the cloak of dark. Even though we know that the FBI and state police and everything, they all have task force around these situations. But nobody's saying anything. I mean, they have people inside of these situations to see exactly what's going on. So, I know. And then you have the self-haters online talking craziness. It doesn't even make any sense. I know. That's what I'm saying. If you want to see stuff, you have to actually go, you have to really go searching for stuff about sex trafficking. You know, I mean, you'll see stuff here and there on YouTube, and you'll catch a documentary here and there, and then that's it. Even though several years ago, supposedly at a worldwide level, we were supposed to be doing something about this. I mean, they went all the way to the UN with it. And nowadays, all you hear is crickets. Nothing. Man. Talking about Tommy Sotomayor. Don't nobody have time for him. Don't nobody have time for him. I don't even pay attention to him. Oh, I know. I know. They were getting so mad. They were getting so mad in Joby's live. Trolling her. getting so mad and so disrespectful. Hey, Nina. Yeah, but they were getting really upset. But me personally, my preference is a black man. Just my preference, you know? But, you know, you have sisters out there who do that swirling thing. And I don't know what to tell you. I'm not with it. I'm not a swirler. I don't know any swirlers personally. Well, I take that back. I have a cousin. One of my cousins. Not a first cousin, but a distant cousin. On my dad's side. She's married to an Italian guy. But y'all know, they got a thing for us. But, hey, Purple Gang. No, she had some trolls in the chat. They were mad, because of what Jovi was saying. You know, some people can't take the truth. You know, and here's the thing. You know, it has been bred into us as a people that, you know, our women, our men don't have to take care of the home first, you know, if they're in a relationship, and that, you know, the woman should be taking care of them because that's how some of their mamas raised them. But I'm here to tell you, that's not the way it goes. And, you know, they were all tripping about that guy who was on video talking about his wife never having to worry about anything, the mortgage, the lights, nothing ever being paid. And he was like, I'm not, you know, patting myself on the back. That's just what a man does. And that's what the problem is. Some of these men are not men. They're boys, you know, in a man's body. And they don't want the responsibility. And I say, if you don't want the responsibility, you know, don't call the woman names because they have certain expectations, because you'll turn around and give that same thing to somebody of another race and not even blink an eye. Bye, Anna. See you later. Yeah, I mean, and I'm like this. I would love to have someone to take care of everything and I not have to do it. It's not fun being the strong black woman. It's really not. And all these young girls who think that it is, I'm here to tell you it's not. Some of us are strong because we have to be, because that's what the situation called for. But if we are in a relationship, we are no longer that strong woman. We know how to switch it off. And that's the problem. They don't know how to switch it off. And it's not even about being not being about, you know, being a feminine woman and not being independent. You can be independent and not act like you're head in the household. You know, the expectation is that if you're in a relationship, that you should be with someone who is in a position to take care of you and them. Even if they don't do it, you want to be in a position. You want them to be in a position that, you know, that they can. And to be honest with you, a lot of men feel that way. They want that kind of relationship. But you know, they don't know how to go about being that kind of man. I'm just saying. That wasn't a simp. You know, he just grew up in a different time. He grew up in a different time when that is the way that's what a real man did. He took care of his household. It wasn't even a question about it. You know? But, you know, I mean, my best friend still is a stay-at-home mom and all her kids are grown. But she doesn't have to go out and work outside of the home. She also was able to homeschool all of her kids. But see, when her and her husband got together, they had a plan. And that was their plan. Their plan was she was going to be at home and she wasn't going to have to go outside of the house to work because they both wanted a bunch of kids. And that's what it's really, really about, having a plan. Even if you start the relationship and you're not there, that should be the goal. The goal should be for the man to be able to take care of everything so that the money that comes, if there's money coming in from the wife or the woman in the relationship, that's like the icing on top. Yeah, I know. It's very, very true. I didn't grow up to take care of no man. I didn't grow up like that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, yeah, my dad was always around, you know, my entire childhood. My dad's still around. I can still call my daddy if I need him for something. But that's because I'm single now and I'm not married. When I was married, my father would have had a problem if I had to call him for anything. If I had to call him for anything, he'd have had a problem. You know? Because that's what he expected. He expected if you know, he's from that school that when a man gets with his daughter, he's going to take care of her. And that his daughter shouldn't have to come back and ask him for nothing.
Don't touch that.
I know. They were just stupid because they weren't brought up right. They don't understand. When a man is married, happy wife, happy life. They just don't understand. They do not understand. But they'll understand when they get older. They will understand when they get older. They will understand when they get older the type of woman that they should be with. And you know, I wish I could say it was just, you know, the brothers that are like that, but no, it's not just them. Hey, it's not just them. It's a lot of. I would say it's a millennial issue. There's a lot of millennial men who don't think about family. Heck, they don't even think about getting married. You know, they don't even want to get married. I mean, you know, they're talking about the younger generation. A lot of them don't want to aren't trying to get married. They'll live together, but they ain't trying to get married. And they're not trying to have a whole bunch of kids, despite the rumors to the difference. Yeah, you got people like Strong Mommy Chrissy and Jazzy for Life and the other chick Liz, but that's not the norm for millennials of any race. We having a bunch of kids. You know, but the pimp mentality got to go. Men thinking that they can just be that they gonna have women taking care of them and stuff. You know, that's also the baby boy mentality. You know, you go from your mama house to your girl's house, from your mama taking care of you to your girl taking care of you. Hey, Joy, how are you? Happy Wednesday night. Yeah, but I say that values of being in a relationship are gone. Everybody's about themselves in the younger generation, and a lot of them don't even believe in relationships or in love anymore. Yep. But shoot, I mean, although my son lives at home, you know, and he is disabled, I want him to get in a situation where he's able to take care of himself, and if he wants to be in a relationship, that he's able to do something for whoever it is he's with, you know. And he wants to get out there and get a job, and then you got these guys out there who would just rather just sit around on the internet and talk down about women all day, and think women are gold diggers because they have standards. Now, you know, there are gold diggers out there. Don't get me wrong, they're out there. But some people just happen to have standards of what they will and will not deal with in relationships or from people around them. Wow, that's crazy, Mahogany. Your dad was trying to pimp you out. That's what I think is going to happen with T.I.'s daughter. That's why he's parading her virginity around. I think he's going to sell her off to some old man. What you say, Matt Gigolo? That makes me think of that song by Morris Day in the Time. Gigolos get lonely too. Makes me think of that song. Wasn't that on the Ice Cream Castles album, I think? Yep, I think that was on the Ice Cream Castles album. That's what I'm telling you. I think he's selling her off to the highest bidder. You know, because you got to think, Zanique is his, you know, stepdaughter. But this is his daughter. Because I didn't see him all concerned about Zanique's virginity. But he's definitely All on top of this chick. He gonna sell her off to the highest bidder. Good night, Nina. Thank you for coming through. You always do. Hi, Mrs. Miles. Thanks for stopping by. I have to look at my phone because it takes like a couple of minutes for it to pop up on the StreamYard thing. Maybe I'll upgrade my StreamYard so that I can actually go on multiple platforms. And then I think I can put my own thing over there where it says powered by StreamYard. Then you can put your own logo, even though I don't have one. I'll figure one out. I'll make one up. I'm artistic. I'm sure I can figure it out on a computer. And I asked her what to do. Wow. Wow. I mean, my dad did after him and after my mom and him got divorced. I'll say he was running women for a minute, you know, because he's a doctor. And you know, they was just falling all over themselves to get to him. But they just didn't even know. Oh, really? That sounds really cool, Joy. I'm gonna have to take a look at that. It's in Vegas. Somebody else told me that there were some programs in Vegas. That's good to know, Joy. Thank you for telling me about that. Because I want to in one of my future vlogs, I want to do some research and look around and find like programs that are in different states, and you know, kind of highlight programs that are out there for adults. Okay. But that's good. Hey, Darren. Thank you for coming through. I was just talking about something that you know about. So you must have your ears must have been burning, Darren. I was talking about, I'm thinking about upgrading my StreamYard. And I know if I upgrade it, that I can then put like a logo or something. So I gotta come up with one. Yeah, I just need to come up with one that kind of represents me being artsy, but also represents autism. So I gotta figure something out. Yep, I know. I gotta come up with one. It can't just be my face. I gotta come up with a real brand. I just gotta kind of draw something out and see what I can come up with. That's what I got to do. I had looked at a culinary school mahogany for my son, but it was one for people on the autism spectrum, but they closed it. So I don't know if they have any here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking like something like maybe an artist, like the little thing where they paint, and then like an autism puzzle piece somehow. I don't know. I got to figure it out because there's like this one little autism puzzle piece, but I don't usually use the autism puzzle piece in any of my stuff other than it being on my banner. But it needs to be part of the branding for the page. So I'm going to figure that one out. But I think I'm definitely going to start doing more of those pop-ups during the day, because I found that coming on during the day, there's a lot of people that are able to just pop in there when I pop up during the day. But for daytime, I can't really give you guys a specific time. It'll just be whenever. It'll just be a whenever. Just whenever. Like today, if I hadn't had the thing go out on me, I would have stayed on for 2 hours today. But I was still on for an hour and a half. So, but I'm gonna keep doing those too. Now that I figured out what the issue was with Streamlab, but I'm still gonna send that tweet to YouTube, because I should be able to go mobile from the mobile app, and I can't. And I know I have enough subscribers, so because they gave me the community tab. So I've tried it on several mobile apps, and I still couldn't get through. So they're obviously restricted. They obviously haven't lifted that restriction for whatever reason on my account. However, I went back to my YouTube studios, and I have no copyright strikes at all. So yeah, we're gonna find out what's going on with that. Really? I didn't know that. Yeah. Yeah, I did a pop-up today on my Streamlabs, so I'm gonna do them more, because I mean when I do the pop-ups, you guys just get to see me at the computer, and there is no avatar in Streamlabs, so and I can read, it was pretty easy for me to read the chat box on the screen. Yeah, I just would be glad when my hours are in hours and not in minutes. But I don't think they'll convert it to hours until I get over 1,000. So I got a ways to go. I got a ways to go to get to 1,000 watch hours. But I'm trying. I'm getting there. And I've had somebody play my playlist of my videos and my live stream, so that's helping too. What? Yeah, I know. Just popping up in the middle of the day. Because a lot of people aren't it, and it's the middle of the day to me, but it's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon for people on the East Coast. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that, Darren. I want to finish the book I'm writing about raising my son. Once I'm finished with that, then I can, kind of focus, because I can kind of focus on some other things. But I definitely do want. I've thought about doing that. I've also thought about doing one of those conversation books that was just pictures of people on the autism spectrum. I've thought about doing several things. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, I got to come up with something so I can go viral. But because like most of my vlogs are between 15 and 20 minutes at the most. I don't usually go more than 20 minutes. But the last one that I put up today was on the dark side of autism. It was dealing with the meltdowns, and talking about that, and then giving some resources that people can use. Okay. Yeah. Because my descriptions are brief right now, as you can see. But I still have to go in there and change my my hashtag. I have to change my first hashtag to be autism blog on all of my vlogs, because I found out that is what Fathering with Autism does. And by putting autism vlogs, his stuff comes up first. And he's like at 90,000 subs, but I mean, he's been on here forever. But still, it pushes him higher up in the algorithm because of that hashtag. So I'm changing my hashtag to autism blog on the videos, because I did it on the one today, and I just have to go back and do it on the other 28. 27. Yeah, but I'm not a gossip channel, so nobody don't really care about either one of those chicks. They're both irrelevant to me. The only thing I like about Cardi B is that she liked my boy D Smoke on Rhythm and Flow, and that she was impressed because he could speak Spanish. Wow. Jazzy for life and Live. They're getting evicted. Shame, shame, shame. But don't they make pretty good money on YouTube, supposedly. No, I like Nikki, but she don't have nothing really going on right now, so it's nothing to she just got married. I think she doesn't, she still has a radio show, but I think she put it on hiatus or something going on with her radio show. Wow. And they putting that stuff on YouTube. They're putting on YouTube that they're getting evicted. Okay. So then, you know, I mean, I don't see the point of them doing that. She doing something. You know, because why are you gonna talk? Why are you telling YouTube that you're getting evicted? I'm telling you, I know that when Chrissy moved before, something was going on because she had to move in a hurry. So I don't think she got evicted, but you know, she kind of made arrangements that she was gonna be out of there because she couldn't afford to pay whatever the rent was. But I'm pretty sure she has Section 8. So she should be straight. Oh, clickbait. I hate when they do the clickbait. And so does YouTube. If they're doing clickbait, you know, and YouTube finds out, they'll demonetize their video. They'll get the video demonetized. That's what'll happen. Hey, so yeah, we're talking about these little chicken heads on YouTube scheming to get money, it appears. I guess they got to do something because they got all them children. They got all them chilling. One is running from CPS. Wow. Well, that's because they're putting all their stuff on YouTube. I'm like, I don't even think those girls are going to be able to make any money anyway on here. Christy might, you know, because she's already gone to not having her kids on and said because she don't want nobody calling CPS or threatening to call CPS, which is a smart move on her part. You know, but she's the one who has the most to lose. You know, sponsors or whatever she has on YouTube. I must be blind. I must be blind. So I already talked about Whitney at the beginning, though. I gave my commentary on the book. I'm up to chapter 11. And then we were talking about sex trafficking. And somehow we wound up talking about these crazy women on YouTube.
Look what you.
I don't know. To me, the problem is that it's the social media generation, and they think they need to videotape everything instead of living life. They're videotaping life. You know? And then you got one making up an eviction. I wouldn't even speak that into existence if I were her. If she wasn't getting evicted, she might be getting evicted now.
Yeah.
If her landlord get wind of it, and the other one's running from CPS. Lord, why you let these women have all these children? Why did you let these women have all these children? She's crazy. See, I hate when women lie about domestic violence because it makes it really bad for the women who actually have experienced it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Social media generation. Everything's about likes. Everything's about views. Heck, they got us like that about views on here. So, happy Thursday, Dollar Tree. I still have about 50 minutes before it's Thursday here. But I'm definitely going to do more pop-ups in the daytime. Because it makes it easier for the people on the East Coast to kind of catch me when I'm actually live online. And since I work from home, and if y'all don't mind watching me work, then I can come on live sometimes. You know, I mean, at least I'll talk to you guys while I'm working. You know, I know how other people have like these silent lives. I'm not going to do a silent live. I'll at least acknowledge people coming in the room and talk, because I can talk and work. Hey, Wilmer, how are you? Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. Yep, that's true. Oh, Mahogany, I watch all kinds of stuff. I don't even watch the drama anymore. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I get the synopsis of the drama from other YouTubers who give the commentary on the drama. You know? But I'm not going to watch the drama myself. You know? I mean, you know, that's just another view for them. That's what they want. They want views. They want people to view their foolishness. And I'm not going to give it to them. I'm not going to give it to them. You know, you really work at the club. We hear the music a lot. Yeah, I know. That's right. I am at a club. For real, for real. That's exactly what's going on. That's why I have you guys on Avatar so y'all don't see the customers around. I'm the bartender. But I used to bartend. Part-time I did it, but I did private bartending like at parties and stuff. That's where you can make some good money bartending. That's where you can make some good money bartending. I bartended and DJ'd at parties. Did all of that. I've always been about that grind, trying to make that coin any way I could. Yeah, but I like to watch. I like to watch a lot of different things. I like to watch the crafting ones where they're knitting and they're crocheting. I like to watch the ones, the reborns, where they have the reborn babies. They have those dolls that look like real babies. One of my goddaughter that lives back east, she does reborn babies that look like little black babies, and they're so beautiful. So beautiful. She does that from home because she has her daughter. I don't know, how old is Brooke's daughter? Brooke's daughter is, I want to say, like 7, but she was more severely autistic than my son is. I mean, she was doing like a lot of the stuff, the head banging and everything. And I remember that my friend was telling me about how the services sucked in the DMV area. Another reason why I'm still in California. Because I've looked, at places that I want to move in the past, and the services sucked at the times for kids on the autism spectrum. So therefore, I stayed put. But yes, I look at a lot of different channels on here. I like to explore everything. And then I like to watch the channels where people are traveling, because you get to see all parts of the world. And I like to see the ones where people are just doing their daily vlogs, wherever they are. A lot of stuff, it's interesting. And the ASMR videos are too. Oh yeah, that My Buddy doll. Yeah, that thing looked like Chucky. The My Buddy dolls, they look like Chucky. They look like Chucky. Yeah. As soon as that movie came out, those dolls were done. They were toast. I don't know why they made that character in that movie look so much like that doll. But that show messed up a whole bunch of little boys did not want to have that. They were like, nah, I'm good on that. I don't want that no more. I remember that. I remember My Buddy. Yep. Because they had My Buddy and they had G.I. Joe. Still have G.I. Joe, as a matter of fact. That's why I always like when they always make a big deal about, little boys that play with dolls. I'm like, you know what? Boys have always played with dolls. I don't know what you're talking about. They had their own dolls. They had their own. They just weren't, Yeah, that thing looked like Chucky. Well, Chucky looked like it. Same difference. Nobody wanted that doll anymore. That's what I know. Nobody wanted that doll anymore. That doll became very unpopular. And it was a popular doll. It was popular. Shoot, all the boys had that daggone thing. Oh, the alley dog. Oh, yeah. She threw it out. She wasn't playing. She said, I don't even trust it. I'm not even gonna play. It's out of here. That is funny. Oh, that's funny. Oh, she wasn't playing. She said, forget that. Shoot. I still have some of my mom. My mom has had a collection of baseball cards and stuff. And they're still in the boxes. The car collector boxes. They're all in the box. I don't know if they're worth anything or not. I just left them in the box. Because my brother and my aunt took my mother's coin collection because she had a coin collection too. My mom had, those coins were worth a penny too. I don't know what my brother did with his portion of it. I know what my aunt did with her. She got she recycled them basically and got, some other coins, added some other coins into them and just put them into her collection she had. Yep. See, man, I think the only thing I have left over from childhood would probably be from teenage is that I had a ton of stuffed animals. I had a ton of them. I don't have them anymore because I finally got rid of them when I moved out of my house after I sold it. So yeah, no. But I had a ton of stuffed animals. And a lot of them, I had like one at amusement parks and stuff myself, but I went ahead and let them go. Because the interesting thing is guys would always think that some ex-boyfriend, I'm like, ain't no dude win this for me. I know how to throw the ball through the hoop and, do whatever. I mean, the games that I won them on, they just happen to have big prizes, and I just happen to be good at those games. So I'd go up there and win me a stuffed animal. And I would give it to whatever guy I was with. They could think he got it for me. I don't care. Whatever. Well, I have my mom's baseball cards, Mahogany. I have my mom's. They're in the boxes too. She had like those wooden boxes that you put the cards in. They're still and they're in the boxes. Nobody else wanted them, so I kept them. That is hilarious about the doll, though. That is hilarious about that doll. That would have creeped me out too. She would have had to go too. I would have had to get rid of her. For real, for real. She definitely would have had to go. For sure she would have had to go. And I don't know, all them little dolls that would talk and everything, that was just weird to me. When you think about it, because now they have dolls and stuff that talk, but now they have like recorders and stuff inside of them, and they can like be recording stuff that's going on in the room. So that's why I don't have one of them, what you call it? I can't even think what the thing is. What is it called? Not the Amazon thing. I don't have one of them because I don't want nothing taping what I'm saying in my house. Even though they say that technically our phones could be doing that and stuff. The Bride of Chucky. The Bride of Chucky. Your sister was thinking the Bride of Chucky. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, that was hilarious. Those Chucky movies were funny to me. It was all funny to me. I like scary movies. And those movies were not scary. They were just funny. They were funny. Chucky was funny. But see, that I was dealing with that stuff. I remember when I was a kid, we had tarot cards and we had Ouija boards. And they used to sell those things as toys and everything. And I'm thinking about it now as an adult. I'm like, that stuff was not toys. And they actually had them in stores as novelties. And kids would have Ouija boards and stuff. But, yeah. That was one of the things. Once I was an adult, I found out what those things were really about. I was just like, ooh. Yeah, all of the Chucky things. I mean, I know he wasn't supposed to be funny, but he was funny. He was funny. And that's why I like the movies. Because you got a good laugh. Oh, man. There is a YouTuber. God, what is his name? One of my YouTube friends that I just subscribed to. He has a video on his channel. It's one that he just posted. And he posted all of the posted everything from Nightmare on Elm Street. The houses from the original movie and from the Dream Master and the high school. Yep. He posted it and I just went and looked at it today. I love the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Those were like my favorite movies after the original Dawn of the Dead. Night of the Living Dead. The original Night of the Living Dead. The one that came out in the 60s. That was the first horror movie I ever saw. And I saw it when it first came out. Because I think it came out like 1967. And we saw it at a drive-in movie theater. And I was, like 3 or 4 years old? But I remember because me and my dad got out of the car and sat on the hood of the car and watched the movie. And my mom fell asleep in the car. Do I look like a man or do I look like a female? I'm a female. My voice might sound deep because it's late at night and I've been talking for almost 2 hours. That's okay. I'm a female. 100% female. I was born a female too. Just in case. Just in case. You're wondering. I'm a female. But it's late at night and I've been talking for 2 hours. So my voice probably does sound a little lower. But if I sing, I am a first soprano, even at this time of night. Oh, let's not get up in here and act crazy up in here, Mahogany. We're gonna have to have. If you can't be respectful, Shade, in the cool day, you're gonna have to leave because I don't do that. So be respectful. You don't have any videos. All right. You don't be coming in here talking about people's behinds. You know? Because the fact that I just said that I was at a movie drive-in in the 60s tells you that I'm not a little girl. So be respectful. We're not going to audio chat in private. I don't know you, and I have a man. I don't know you like that. I'm not going to audio chat in private. Thank you. Well, I don't think that's any of your business. Excuse me? I must need my glasses on. I can't see. I must not see what he's saying right. Let me wipe my eyes, make sure I'm seeing this right. Shade, on a cool day, you sound young to me. Really? I'm from the East Coast too, and I have a lot of friends in New York, and they don't talk like you talk. They are respectful. You are sounding like a troll. And if you keep talking like that, I will have you banned out of here. My mods have wrenches for a reason. Well, if you're 50, then act like you're a grown man. Because I don't talk like that. You from the Bronx? I got friends from the Bronx, and I got friends in Brooklyn and in Harlem and in Queens. Then talk like you're a grown man, hun. Shade, if you keep talking like that, Mr. Grown Man, I'm going to time you out. He don't want to get disciplined. He 50. You 50? I'm older than 50. He's making my boy. All right, let me help you. Yeah, he's on timeout. He's on timeout. He doesn't know how to behave. If you're 50 You're not acting like a grown man. And so I have put you on timeout because I am a grown woman, and that's not how I run my chat. You from New York, I'm from DC. And this is how DC women do it. Only a Regin will come up in my chat and do that. Only a Regin, only a Regin, only a Regin, only a Regin. And then he gonna talk about my voice? Oh, stop. Nobody who I've ever been with has ever had any issues with my voice, especially when it sounds like that late at night. I'm just saying. It don't sound like no dude. It sounds husky. So whatever. That's all right. Our times is butt out. You know, you don't have no videos either, Shade. You have subscribers, but you have no content. So you're not a content creator, which makes you a troll to me, especially because you are talking disrespectful, Mr. 50-year-old man. Well, that's okay, because, you know, I can still do that. But for the moment, he's timed out. He only gets one warning, though. Next time he's just going to get blocked. And you can have the pleasure to do that, Miss Mahogany. If he says anything else out of pocket. Shoot. The thirst is real, I guess. And they always come in towards the end of the chat when they do that crazy mess. Have y'all noticed that? They always do it towards the end of the chat. Y'all know that song by Houdini. That song by Houdini, who's also from New York. Freaks come out at night. Tell you. Man. And he gonna say he from New York too. Oh man. I got lots of friends that are from New York, and they do not act like that person did. And yeah. If you're really 50, that's not how 50-year-old men talk to women. He only went on 300 seconds. That's only a couple of minutes. Maybe he left. I don't care. That's all right. Houdini. Exactly. That's what he's reminding me of, that song by Houdini. That song by Houdini. Who's also from New York. It's so funny. And I'm not from New York, but it's funny to me. People from New York are about that when it comes to where they're from. And they about their borough. They always about their borough. I'm from DC. Okay? And DC so small, it really doesn't matter what part of DC you're from. If you're from DC, only to someone who's from DC does it matter what part of DC that you're from. To someone from outside of DC, it don't matter. But New Yorkers, people always want to know what borough they're from. And they always repping their boroughs. Oh yeah, he was rude. He was out of pocket is what he was. He was out of pocket in my chat. He came in here and started with the I don't want to be a you know what, because but that's exactly what he was being. Then you're gonna talk about the person that I'm with. Dude, you don't even know. Better back up. Because just because I'm not on camera, go back, go check. I got plenty of videos with me on camera. Plenty of videos with me on camera. But yeah, the thirst is real. It's okay, Shade. I know I'm beautiful. But I'm not available on YouTube. Thank you. Not available. I'm not on YouTube looking for a man at all. I'm here to be a content creator and to create content and to create conversation and to come from a positive place. But we ain't gonna tolerate that kind of crap up in the chat. I think he probably just went away. Yep, and he'll probably give me a thumbs down. I usually get a thumbs down from whoever, trolls the chat. I don't care. Everyone must expect the troll or two. Yep, exactly. But I don't know what saying he was from New York was supposed to mean to any of us, because ain't none of us from New York. So why do we care? I'm just saying. I know. I like if he said, like, I'm from Brooklyn. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. You from Brooklyn, But that's not how he even came in my chat. He came in my chat, questioning whether I was really a female. No, that avatar is me, baby. That's me. That's right. It was the chocolate city when I was there. Yeah, I'm like, he don't even understand. I'm not going to, even though I'm not monetized, I'm not the type that's going to get on here and show my behind, but please believe that I can. I'm just not trying to represent myself in that manner. So I'm not going to do that, because I'm trying to get monetized at some point in the future. So I'm not going to be that. So I'm not going to be that girl. I'm going to be that person. That's what I'm saying. They always come right at the end of it don't matter what we are talking about. They pop in. But that's their job. It doesn't matter, because the trolls work for me. You work for me, Shade, because you gave me a view. You gave me your time. You were in here long enough for it to count as a view. So why do I care? I just don't want you to come in here and be disrespectful. You can come in all you want. Just don't be disrespectful. I mean, there's plenty of trolls There's a few trolls that we will tolerate, like Soup Bone. Soup Bone's a troll. He may be a troll who puts out content, but he's a troll. But he don't come in my chat, and he's not disrespectful in my chat. As long as you're not disrespectful in my chat, you can come in. But how did he go from what my voice sounded like to what my booty sounds like, to what my booty looked like? Really, dude? And you say you're 50? I don't know any 50-year-olds that talk like that. I happen to have a few male friends that are New Yorkers in their 50s. They don't talk like that. Don't talk like that. No, they don't. And they think that they're livening up the chat. All they do is give us humor at the end of our chat. They just give us something to laugh about. It's like, wow, this is what you spend your time doing. He sure as heck was acting his shoe size. About 11 or 12. You know, I'm not going to give him a 13. You know, he sure was acting his shoe size. I'm like, I don't understand what is up with some of these brothers. What is up with them? You know, and it's like, they just think that they can just talk to you any old kind of way. And that it's okay to talk to women any old kind of way. Do I look like I'm going to let you talk to me any old kind of way? Do I look like I'm that type of female at all? Man. Whew. See, it's when you get to a certain age, you just don't put up with any kind of crap. You just don't. You don't let it stress you out. It's funny to you. And that's what Homeboy didn't understand. He wasn't livening up my chat. I thought he was being disrespectful. And then the fact that he thought that he was livening up the chat as a troll was funny to me. You know, it was funny, but you know, whatever. But I think, you know, before any more trolls come into the chat tonight, that we're going to end the chat, because at least tonight, you guys see how woosah it is and everything. You see how my son is not tripping in anything. He's all good tonight. He's all good tonight. Last night we had to end it really rapidly because he was having a meltdown at the end of the chat. But tonight everything's all good. It's all peaceful. And when I get off of here, I'm going to go to sleep. But I may do a pop-up tomorrow. I might do a pop-up tomorrow. You just don't know. You just never know. We'll see what happens. But until then, guys, I'm going to tell you guys peace from the West Side. Talk to you guys later tomorrow, because it's still Wednesday for me. Bye, everybody.